Hello theme parkers, and welcome to another park review edition from Big Guy Rides. Up next we went over to Oaks Park, located in Portland, Oregon. This is a really awesome, family-friendly park. It's a little bit smaller than some of the other ones I've been to, but definitely worth a stop if you're in the area. They have several classic rides at this amusement park, and have mixed in a couple of modern thrill rides as well. One of those being Adrenaline Peak, their Gerschlauer Eurofighter. "77 inches is the height maximum on this, so just keep that in mind if you are a tall rider. This ride has a lap bar only, which allows for a decent amount of room. We give it a size rating XL and a ride rating 8 out of 10. It's probably the best ride in the park as far as coasters and thrill rides go. Right up there with AtmosFEAR, so I would definitely recommend to stop here first as the line gets quite long. With that said, let's take a ride. That's a quick ride, but a really awesome roller coaster. And after that, we went over to Zero Gravity. This is their roundup style of attraction. This one has a really small size rating. The reason is it has these fire hose style of restraints. I give it a size rating medium and a ride rating 3 out of 10. As you can see, for those who have large thighs, getting the restraint to latch on the other side is a little bit difficult. And I watched 2 people get kicked off this ride because they were unable to fit. I barely got strapped in though, so let's take a spin. After that, we went over to Disko. This is their Zamperla Disco model. It's popular at a lot of parks. I gave it a ride rating 5 out of 10 and a size rating XL. You board this one in a motorcycle seat style format and allows for a decent amount of room for large riders. As a reminder, I'm about 6'4", 295 pounds. Let's take a spin with Disko. Up next, we went over to Spider. This is a classic ride at some old amusement parks, and I was really happy to see that Oaks still has one of these running. Manufactured by the Airlie Aircraft Company, this offers actually some of the greatest thrills in the park and has some great airtime as you spin around. I give it a ride rating 5 out of 10 and a size rating of an XL. Singles can ride alone, which allows for ample room. Let's go around with the Spider. Another classic amusement ride that they have is the Rocko plane. I've been on this style at a couple of different parks, and these cages are a little bit tight for large riders. I gave it a ride rating 5 out of 10 and a size rating of a large. Just beware, if you're tall, your head may squeeze into the top of the cage as you spin upside down, and the lever pulling back or forward will allow you to hold the cart as you go around and around. This will allow you to spin upside down or keep your car steady forward. The Oaks Park train is the next ride that I went to go get on. This is a really nice ride and goes around the entire park. It's about a 10 to 15 minute ride, so just prepare for a little bit of a longer attraction than others. We give it a ride rating 4 out of 10 and a size rating XXL. The benches have a decent amount of room for large riders, and most adults should be able to ride. Let's take a lap on the train. And in the midway, they have some nice games. Chipper's Emporium is the smaller of their two little arcades. You can tell that this is a family-friendly focused park, as it's got a relaxing atmosphere and a chill vibe. They don't have a lot of restaurants in the park, but they do have all of these cool food trucks and food carts available that you can stop and find some local eats. There's plenty to choose from here, so if you get hungry, I would definitely recommend you come by to this little section of the park. Oaks is an older amusement park, and one cool thing about it is it also happens to have a dance pavilion. Back in the day, a lot of parks were centered around dance halls or dance pavilions, and so it's cool that they keep this classic tradition alive. Up next, we went to go visit the Tilt-A-Whirl. Classic at a lot of amusement parks again. We give this one a size rating XXL and a ride rating 3 out of 10. Single position lap bars come down over everyone that sits in the car, which allows for plenty of space for large riders. Let's get spun around with the Tilt-A-Whirl. They also have some nice kid slides in the middle, so kids should enjoy those. And next we went to get on AtmosFEAR. This is a Zamperla Discovery model that was recently in the news because at the beginning of this season in 2024, it got stuck upside down for about 30 minutes. They took the 360 version away and now they only offer a 180 or a 260 degree ride, which is still fun, but I do wish it still went all the way around. I picked the 260 degree version, and this one does have a little bit of tight restraints as the over-the-shoulder hard restraints come down automatically and will press into large riders a little bit. I gave it a ride rating 7 out of 10 and a size rating of a large. I'm here to say that the ride is completely safe and my ride was very enjoyable. So let's take a spin. Carousel was the next classic ride that we went to go get on. This one does feature bench style seating and a teacup style seat, so any adult should be able to ride. It's a classic old style attraction and we would highly recommend for kids as well. We give it a size rating XXL and a ride rating 2 out of 10. After that, we went to check out the Ferris wheel. This is one of the few Ferris wheels I found that allow singles, which is really nice if you go to a park alone. We gave it a size rating XXL and a ride rating 3 out of 10. It's an old style Ferris wheel that has the open car, so it does provide some really neat views once you get to the top. Now, a really neat thing about this park is that the go-karts are actually included free with admission. At most parks you go to, they're going to be an extra charge, so anytime I see these free included with your ride wristband, I definitely make sure to make a stop. It is a short little course, but these karts are pretty fun to drive, and I had a really great time on this ride. There are single or double karts, so you can ride with a partner or go alone. We give it a ride rating 6 out of 10 and a size rating XL. The The seat belts are fairly adjustable, which should allow for most people to be able to ride. However, tall riders may have a little bit of trouble as the cars are pretty tight for long legs to get down into. Once you get strapped in, the operator will give you the green light to go. And then you are off on the race. Rock and Roll is the next ride we went to get on, and this is a Bertizon Matterhorn model. Goes both forwards and backwards, and is a pretty fun ride. We give it a ride rating 5 out of 10 and a size rating XL. Singles can go in the carts alone, which should allow for a decent amount of room for large riders. That said, let's spin around with the Rock and Roll. After a little bit of a walk around the park, the next ride that we went to go check out was the Scrambler. Another classic amusement park style ride. This Eli Bridge Company attraction is a really fun style, and I would recommend anybody to stop. I gave it a size rating XXL and a ride rating of 4 out of 10. Anytime I see a Scrambler at any park, I am sure to make a visit. Singles can go alone on this one as well, allowing for plenty of space for larger riders. Let's take a spin. Zoom Coaster is their E&F Myler Kiddie Coaster, and it makes 2 laps around, offering some surprising pops of airtime. It's obviously designed for kids, however adults can ride alone. And to me, a credit is a credit, so we hopped on. I give it a ride rating 4 out of 10 and a size rating of a large. Taller riders beware, you may have a little bit of difficulty trying to get down into this ride. And here we go on Zoom Coaster. After that, we went over to Up and Away. This is a Zamperla Samba tower. And this one actually is a really fun ride because you can spin your tubs as you're going up and down. I give it a ride rating 5 out of 10 and a size rating of an XL. It can hold up to 4 people in each car, but singles can go alone, which should allow for enough space. However, the cars can be a little bit tight for taller riders. If you can scrunch in there though, this provides, like I said, for a pretty fun ride, especially if you can get your balloon to spin pretty rapidly. Cosmic Crash is their bumper car ride. Once again, designed for 2 people, but singles may go alone. I gave it a size rating of an XL and a ride rating 3 out of 10. This one has a seatbelt that goes over your shoulder. And interestingly enough, the pedal is on the left side of the car. But with that said, let's go bumping. Their main arcade is a little bit down further on the midway here, and actually is a pretty large arcade for a park of this size. It was fairly busy when I went in, so it looks to be a highlight of this park. They also have a really nice kids section towards the back side of the park, with several kiddie attractions that the family is sure to love. This park does a really good job of making you feel like it's a classic amusement park while maintaining the attractions and keeping them nice to ride. The Rockin Tug was the last ride that we went to go get on. I give it a ride rating 3 out of 10 and a size rating XXL. Nearly anybody should be able to fit on this ride, as it has these lap bars only that come down, but do not come down very far. And it also allows for some decent pops of airtime on the ends. And I wanted to show the miniature golf. This is an extra add-on attraction, but many people like to play, as well as the roller rink. This is a cool old-style roller rink where you can go to skate. Both of those are add-ons. And with that said, brings to an end our visit to Oaks Park in Portland, Oregon. I really enjoyed my time at this park. An all-day ride wristband was only between $30 to $40, depending on what day you wanted to go. And I definitely think that it was worth the price for admission. We ask you to like, comment, and subscribe. And remember, when you're at the parks, don't be afraid to try. Happy riding, everybody. Thanks for watching Big Guy Rides.